Moncton.com, and today we're talking to you from the lobby of the beautiful Capitol Theatre here in downtown Moncton, and talking to one of the more accomplished performers from this area, and we're going to talk a lot about that. He's a family man, he's a songwriter, he's an excellent performer. He performs solo, he performs in duos and even trios and full band. He's performed in all kinds of crazy places all over the world with all kinds of phenomenal musicians, the one and only Chris Colepaugh. Welcome to BuzzMoncton.com.
Thank you, Terry. That's quite an intro.
Well, you know, as I started talking about you, I could have gone on for another 10 seconds at least. But we were just talking about your history here in the area, you know, and it doesn't seem like it, but it's been a few years.
Almost 20 years that the band's been in existence. That I've been playing longer than that, but with this particular band, the Cosmic Crew, it's been, we started doing the Spanky shows, the Wishmaker, and then all the Fat Tuesdays and the Doc Dillons, and clubs that don't even exist, ODISM anymore, all those clubs that are long gone. And
so many stories in there too, I'm sure, but...
Oh, yeah. There's a lot I forget. Probably best that I do.
But not long after that, I mean, it didn't take long for you to build a solid reputation, you know, pretty much across the country rather quickly. You were a hard-working band, you had the chops, and you had the material, so everything came together nicely. Eh?
For us, I mean, that's what you said is the hard work. I mean, I think average between 4 and 5 tours of this country every year. And so literally as soon as we got home, we packed the van again and turned around, went back out. And I think that's the key to your success, especially in this country and anywhere, is to build it by the fans. You know, because other people, once you get your fans, they're the ones that are going to keep you in a job for the rest of your life. You know, making music critics happy and record execs happy doesn't matter. It's the fans, because they're the ones that are going to buy the records, come to the shows, and keep the whole thing moving.
You've even had some, you know, success south of the border, which can be a tall order.
It's an amazing tall order, and we've been really, really lucky in getting it. So,
like places like Texas, I've seen you postings for. But where else have you?
All over, man. All the way down to LA. Our first tour, we went from Moncton to Los Angeles. Took us 4 months and back. Came back to that was in '99. Okay. And it was funny because you mentioned that I ran into some guys the other day. I was doing a gig, and they were from Ohio, Cleveland. I was to Cleveland like many moons ago on tour with a band called North Mississippi All Stars. We played the Agora Ballroom. Guys, you played the Agora? I'm like, yeah, I played the Agora. Like, wow. I don't know. Doesn't mean much to me. It was another room in another town. But
yeah, but that's the attitude you possess too. It's another room in another town. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm not one of those guys to dwell on what I've done. Or half the time, I don't even think about it. Like you'll say something. I worked with a band a bunch of years ago, and a couple of guys didn't know who I was, and they went online and searched me out on my website, and they were like, "Have you done all those things?" I'm like, "What things?" And they started listing off, and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
To someone where it's in your DNA, to you it's just part of who you are, and it's
what I do. It's something I've done, and I'm proud as heck of it all. But I'm going to go keep moving. You know
right.
What I mean?
And then that attitude has built you an international following too. Now, I mean, you've done overseas. I believe with Rock Voisin now a few times.
Yeah, I've been over with Rock. I can't even remember now. It's every year we do 2 or 3 tours over there for a couple of months and come back. So I've done France, Belgium, Switzerland every time on those runs. This last run that we just did, which was pretty incredible, we were off the western coast of Africa, Africa, parallel with Johannesburg. So a couple islands right there, francophone speaking. So that was pretty much the wildest place I've ever been.
Toronto was a destination for you this summer, the Pan Am Games. How big of a deal is that?
It's huge, man. I'm really excited to do it, and I'm just blessed to be asked to go. I mean, you know, it's such an honor, and there's only a handful of bands that have chosen to go, and so we're gonna go, you know, make our noise. I mean, we play Toronto a lot, so I'm excited to go back. Over the years.
Is this going to be an international stage, or is it going to be one of those Canada House type situations?
I think it's just a regular, everybody kind of a whole bunch of bands on the same stage kind of thing.
Speaking of Canada House, that's an Olympic reference.
Of course.
You were in Russia.
I was.
When I forget the name of the town.
Sochi.
Sochi.
Oh yes, man. Yes.
And we talked a little bit after that.
Humongous, man.
Yeah. There's no bigger world stage, is there?
No, and to be there, like I mean, I was at the Olympics when they were in Vancouver, which was cool. But there just wasn't a sense of, like, you know, I had been in Vancouver, I'd played in Vancouver, and there was no sense of anything going that I felt like, because but being in Sochi, there was this massive sense of like you had to be with your, this sort of country face forward. We're all standing united, and it was really cool because you were a drop in amongst all of these other countries. So you really felt the sense of like country pride and the stick-togetherness of it all, and really, it was really awesome to see, because you saw it in the Americans, you saw it in all the other cultures, and it was like, okay, this is what it is. I missed it in Vancouver, just maybe because of where it was, but anyway, Sochi was surreal.
Can't let you go without asking about your next project. There are some
we have a new record.
Rumors in the wind.
Well, no, it's done. The record's done. It's just in its final stages of getting mastering, and we're going to print a vinyl for this record, which I'm really excited about, being a kid of the 70s, and all my collection of music has been on vinyl, and to hold that is a good accomplishment for me.
Big deal.
Really big deal. So vinyl on that, and that's going to slate for around Christmas, probably maybe January of the new year. I'm out on the road with rock until just about Christmas, so it doesn't make any sense to release it and then not do anything with it. So for us, we're going to release it when we can go and put some push behind it.
Well, thanks for your time here today.
Thank you, Terry.
Chris Colepaugh, everybody. And you know what? If you check our listings at buzzmoncton.com, you're likely going to see his name pop up quite a few times because, well, you play pretty much every room in the city at some point, either on your own or as a duo. So
I've actually even played this entry.
This lobbyway, So lock into what Chris is doing, and certainly everybody else. We'll let you know what's going on around town. That's at buzzmoncton.com, and be sure to visit our Buzz Extras page for a ton of music videos featuring some pretty fantastic artists. So we'll see you next time.
I'm sick and tired of the things that